Hello and welcome back to my channel, the Ursula Tribrid. I am your host, Ursula Tribrid. So we're doing another pick a card reading. This is going to be on career and finances. This might be done a little bit differently, only because the last reading I did, it cut out at 3 hours. Apparently each file can only hold about 3 hours worth of whatever footage or whatnot, and then it cuts off. So what I might do if I get to a 2 hour mark, I might just like end it there and then start a part 2. It all depends on how long it takes, especially since each one of these piles has two piles in it. Okay, so like what you have a pile for career and also a pile for finances, and because of that, one of these piles may or may not resonate with you. And if that's the case, go back to the selection process. Like say if career works for you, but the finances doesn't make any sense, try the selection process again, but only say finances. Like, when you're doing your breathing exercises and you're clearing your mind for finances, choose another pile for finances. Okay? So with that being said, pile number 1 here is going to be the pastry. It's like a little Pop-Tart. Where are we at? There we go. Pile number 2 is the bee. It's my son's little Minecraft, little bee. They're so cute. Okay. Pile number 3 is going to be the cowgirl boot. Okay. Pile number 4 is going to be the dinosaur. I got him out of there. I was like, I'm so sick and tired of pulling you out every time I grab a charm box. We're going to just use you as one of these. So we got the dinosaur here. And then we have the key clip. Okay. So pile number 1, pastry. Pile number 2, Bumble Bee. Pile number 3 is the cowgirl boot. Pile number 4 is the dinosaur. And pile number 5 is the key clip. Okay. Now, as a disclaimer, remember to always use your discernment and do what comes naturally to you. Not everything will resonate, and that's okay. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. Please keep your health in mind while doing breathing exercises. Don't overdo it. There are many ways to use your intuition. Some pick by their favorite color, number, stone, etc. Some go by the first thing that comes to mind or by the first thing they see. It always depends on you. However, if you are new to your intuition, here are a few ways to activate it. 1. Make sure you have no distractions. 2. Pause the video during selection process and sit still while facing the video. Okay. Lastly, close your eyes, clear your mind, and repeat the title of the video between your breathing. The first time, you're going to want to take 3 to 5 deep breaths, repeating the title name. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. For extra connection and relaxation, if you feel like it's taking a little time, especially if you're stressed out, you can roll your neck from side to side. Okay, when you're doing your little neck exercises, they're telling you to roll your neck back and forth. Once you are done, and if you've been rolling your neck, make sure you put your neck back to its original position, and then you're going to open your eyes. Your eyes should fall upon the pile. Now, say that you get on a pile, but it's right above that pile. It's still in that vicinity, okay? Now, if you fall in between a pile, whether it's below, above, or dead center, you're going to want to look into both of those piles. Okay, the second way you can do this is to close your eyes and to cover them tightly with your hands, allowing no light to come through. As you repeat the title and you are doing your breathing, a shape and or color of the chosen charm or of the chosen pile will appear. This will also work when you want to align some of your chakras. Okay, if more than one color and or shape appears, check out each of those piles. It is normal to choose more than one. Alrighty. Now, with that being said, go ahead and take your time, make your choice, make your selection, and I will see you on your pile. All right, like, share, and subscribe, guys. See you then. All right, hello and welcome back. We are on pile number 1. If you chose the pastry, then you are on pile number 1. So the time and location is going to be for both finances and career. For whatever reason, I thought I put down career spread first, but this is the finances spread. So this one's the finance spread here. All right. So I guess we're just gonna start page pile 1 with the finances. I was gonna go career and then finances, but for some reason finances came out first. So apparently they wanted that to be like, no, this is more important first. I'm like, okay. So when it comes to timing, there's the blood moon, spring, which involves an Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. The dates 3/20 through June 19th can be significant. It's also a chance encounter. Again, we got spring coming out here twice. Okay, spring and spring equinox. So something about spring, whether it's the spring that we are in now or maybe next spring, but again, this is all timeless. It all depends on when you see it and when you select it. We also, like I said, we had blood moon, chance encounter. So with finances, this could be like as little or as small as you going on a trip, going into a gas station, and as you're paying for gas, you just happen to see a scratch off and be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it, get a scratch off, and then boom, that chance encounter gave you like a $600. You know what I mean? Because you got Jupiter out here as well for luck, and that's ninth house. We have Cancer, Pisces, Sag for this one. Okay, now there's that one story. For location, we have Northwest, Cabin, and Local. Oh, and I also wrote down the back of each deck. So you could live in the Northwest. You could be traveling to the Northwest. A cabin's involved. You could have a cabin. Like, again, you could be going to a cabin. Also local. This could be somewhere local, or this could be a place that's local in a town that you're visiting. All right. Chainsaw, that's significant. Okay, so for timing on the back of the card, we also have so far, but yet so close. So, I mean, we got spring and spring equinox. So, between now and next spring equinox, I guess. And then for where, we also have Midwest. So, we have Northwest, Midwest, Cabin, and Local. All right, so, but down in here is telling me one hell of a freaking story. No more. All right, because, I mean, I'm getting a couple stories, but there's one specific story that's really fucked up. We're going to get into that in a moment, but I'm going to read you your oracle cards. We're going to start with the Hermit and Flexibility. Let me find it. All right. So the Hermit. It's important for you to take time out for some introspection right now, just like the Hermit. You need to withdraw and gather strength to reconnect with your inner voice, which is calling to you. And you also need to open up a channel to commune with higher worlds and receive extraterrestrial messages and wisdom. You're on a road to enlightenment, so keep going. Maybe one of y'all is being called to do something like how I'm doing right here. You know? You know you better than I know you. Okay, we also got Spoon for flexibility. There it goes. This card is a prompt for you to be more flexible, to be willing to bend with new ideas and to adapt as situations require. It is a sign to let go of rigid thinking and the desire to always be in control. It is a wake-up call to stop doing the same thing and expecting different results. That is the definition of insanity, and that is definition of insanity. I have 2 insanity cards out here. I've had an insanity plea, and I also got they will plead insanity. And it is a reminder that you can do anything if you set your mind to it. You simply need to believe in yourself. That's crazy how that literally coincided with some of the things that are going on over here. Okay, so next are going to be the Queen Mob oracles. And the fact that they were talking about receiving messages and getting them out there, you also have the third house card here for messages. Third house is Mercury, ruled by Gemini, and that's all about communication. So number 19. Number 19, there is my pledge. Transform pain into action. Let me check to see how long this story is they got going on for this. No, that's going to be a little too long. So basically, they want you to transmute anything that's been keeping you stagnant and, anything that's been keeping you just sitting still and not really trying to move forward. They want you to put that into some type of project, whether it's pottery, needle pointing, crocheting, knitting. Like if you're going to sit there, you might as well knit or crochet. Idle hands are the devil's playground. Idle hands do the devil's work. That's what they say. So, and the devil doesn't even have to make you really do anything. Just sitting there being stagnant, not really moving anything forward is them doing something to you. That's basically, it's like imagine them just sitting on your back. There's a movie. It was back when they were turning a lot of Japanese movies into American films, kind of like The Grudge. But there's a specific one where this guy and his corporate buddies do something real bad to another girl, and it ends up killing her, and this girl ends up haunting him, and then his girlfriend finds out the truth, and this ghost is literally just sitting on the back of his neck, just like oh my goodness, you would take a picture and you can see her just like hanging on to him like you're mine forever, and just putting this forever weight chain to him for the rest of his life. Okay, so don't do that. Like, well, you shouldn't be hurting anybody, but what I'm saying is, it's like you shouldn't be just sitting there just doing nothing. You should get up and do something, like go for a walk, get some exercise, get some fresh air, do something that is not going to make you just wallow, and even just not even just wallow in regret or sadness, but even just self-pity. Like if you pity yourself, like don't do that. You're just feeding the monster. And then we also got number 38. Just it. The sea made music. Heal through creativity. Again, that's that transmuting energy. So you need, like, even if it's not just like, or even go for a walk. Like I said, knitting, crocheting, needle pointing, pottery. I mean, if you just want to sit there are plenty of things you can do with arts and crafts where you can just sit there. But at least you're putting your energy into something and it's not weighing you down. You could do it for painting. Put on some Bob Ross. You never know. You might find out that you're the next Bob Ross. You know? You want to sit there? You can sit and write. You can sit and type. Okay, so that one. And then we have third house messages, which is basically self-explanatory, but we'll see if it has any saying in there. Hopefully it's not going to be a long saying. That was like a whole ass freaking novel. Number 27. All right, number 27, third house messages. You may stay drunk on writing, so reality cannot destroy you. What did I just say? You can sit there and write. You can sit there and type, and then this thing literally is in there saying like you can drunk on writing. Words have power. Now this is the time to get your point across. With this card, you may also get a clearer direction in the way to proceed. The third house also represents neighborhoods and siblings. Yep, as well as dreamy or imaginative writing and poetry, the third house also represents dexterity, swiftness, curiosity, and figuring out the mechanisms of what makes things work. So this could mean expressing yourself about something rather technical. Yeah, like with neighboring and siblings, you might be having something going on with your neighbors. You might have something going on with your family. And instead of sitting there just like going over and over and over it inside your head, you can get it out. You can journal. You don't even have to actually write a book or a novel or do any type of poetry. You can if you want to, but I'm just saying you could just write it down just to get it out. All right. So with the cards here, this is interesting. So you might be dealing with, this might be your signs, this might be theirs, but there's a Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Cancer. We did have an Aquarius on here. I saw it earlier. Yep. Aquarius right here. A Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer again, Aquarius. Did I say Libra? No, there's Libra. There's also Scorpio. Sag, Pisces again, Cancer again. Cancer strong, Pisces strong. But one of those signs is in some type of devil energy. And this is something that could have already been done, or this could be something that's about to happen, or about to happen again. If this has happened already, it could possibly happen again. However, I feel like the fact that we have insanity plea out here twice means that they are they're not going to get away with it. Is my phone ringing? Dude. So, my phone was ringing when I said that. So they're not going to be able to get away with it again, like at all. Somebody's in some type of secret marriage, and we also got forged signature here. We also have the rooster, the rabbits, and the tiger for the Chinese zodiac signs. The dates on those, because like when it says, when you mentioned about an inheritance being left to you, they lied. They know you are psychic and they don't want their truth revealed. They thought you'd be lost without them, but you're too strong survivor, no longer a victim. So that's what makes me think that this isn't the first time they've done this. Now, depending on what side of the scale you're on, right? If you're on the bad side of the scale, where it says you will soon live the life you deserve. If you're on the bad side of things, you're not going to live a good life. There's going to be lots of turmoil in your life. You might be living in a mansion thinking that shit's sweet. But shit is never sweet. When has shit ever been sweet? Shit stinks. It reeks. Did you hear that? Okay, so when it comes to, and the fact that we have home, roots, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, and femininity, and we have karmic feminine or masculine, and with secret marriage here, there may be parental figures or a couple who have secretly married under your name and forged your signature. Somebody or you could be in the Freemasons. With the bus, somebody could take the bus, or with the bus, a bus carries a lot of people. Maybe this involves a lot of people. Because it sounds like it. If somebody stole an inheritance, they wouldn't be able to do it just by themselves. They could have a friend. We also have the friend card out here. Or this could be one of your friends doing this. That's what I'm saying, like a karmic couple. Hello. My phone's going off on certain shit. That's crazy. Property could also be involved. Like I said, we have luck, which is also what you call it, fortune as well. Fortune, inheritance. Again, the inheritance card. Inheritance card came out. This is heavy inheritance. The initials E, F, G, and H can be significant. For rooster, we're going to start with the 1900s. We have 33, 45, 57, 69, 81, and 93. For the 2000s, we have 05, 17, 29, 41, 53. Something could be happening around 41 years of age. 53, 65, and 77. Okay, so those were the 2000s. I'm also giving some future dates, so this could be happening somewhere in the future. For the rabbits, we have in the 1900s, 27, 39, 51, 63, 75, 87, and 99. In the 2000s, we have 11, 23, 35, 47, 59, and 71. And lastly, for the tiger, we have for the 1900s, 26, 38, 50, 62, 74, 86, and 98. For the 2000s, we have 10, 22, 34, 46, 58, and 70. Now, even though I'm saying those are the years, the numbers that I just read off could also be significant to somebody's age. If this is an inheritance, the older ages could be the ages as when somebody passed on and left you something. Or, or the ages of the people who stole something from you. Or these could be your ages. Or the ages of the people involved. Also, like I said, the fact that I have a sanity plea out here twice. Dude. means to say that they're not going to be able to get away with this because they're going to plead insanity. But how can you be insane if you went to these extreme lengths to get what you want? You obviously knew what the fuck you were doing. How the hell are you going to sit here and say, oh, I wasn't in my right mind? No, you obviously were if you went to this premeditated measure. The fuck? And somebody knows you're a psychic too, because the fact that you sit here and you mention this, if you mention this and they had no way of no one said it, and they're like, wait, like say you've been like, you had an inkling about it and you mentioned something and they're like, oh no, why would they give them to you? I don't know, maybe because I'm the firstborn granddaughter or the firstborn grandson, like I was the firstborn on your, like say if say your grandparents had 3 children and each of those children had children, so they're grandchildren. The firstborn of the grandchildren would get an inheritance or something along those lines. Or even just all the grandkids get some type of inheritance, but because you're the fucking black sheep of the family, they don't believe you deserve it, so they take it. They put you in this, and the fact that even if you have a past, it doesn't matter. It's your name on the paper, not theirs. It does not matter what your past was like. It doesn't matter. What matters is whose name is on the fucking paper. That's what matters. Okay? But somebody is definitely, when we got poison, Not saying I'm not trying to scare nobody, but this could just be like somebody drinks because you got somebody here sitting at the bar smoking and drinking. Sometimes they're in lustful energy. Maybe they're looking forward to pick somebody up and, get married to them and then wait for them to die and then take their money. You know what I mean? You can have something along those lines. We also have the sun, Leo energy, ego, sense of purpose and vitality, god of prophecy. Okay, that's the sun card. So that somebody could be in their ego right now about all this, like thinking like, oh, I'm so. It's kind of like looking at this tiger, like, yeah, I did it. It's all mine. There's nothing anybody can do about it, right? When you got this rooster looking back, like, bitch, what? I don't think so. Observant, hardworking, and courageous. Somebody hardworking, observant, and courageous. They could also be quiet, elegant, kind, and responsible, and people have the audacity to do this. And we got brave, confident, and competitive here for the tiger, and I'm getting more with competitive. Maybe they're jealous that you got something and they didn't. Or say that you did get something, like everybody got something, but you got the most of something. Or how about none of them got anything and you were the only one that got it all? And they're like, what the fuck? So they all decided, and that's the best part, they all decided to work together. And Freemasons is like, kind of like a cult. I feel like anybody who gets together for like a whole religious reason, like it doesn't matter what it is. It's like it's some type of cult. It doesn't have to be like a dark, you know, evil cult. It's just a get together, a coven, a group, a cult of people, a clique, whatever you want to say it. But with the Freemasons, that could be what it is, like a bunch of people who are on the same hive mindset, working together, and it's a bunch of people. They can all be friends. They could be friends with you. But I'm getting strong family here. So that's what I got for your finances. So I'm going to go for, this is the finance section. I'm going to go ahead and get into your career section right now. Okay, so don't go nowhere for pile number one. We're not done yet. We're going to get into your career. And then after that, we're going to pull some, we're going to get you an angel number. I'm going to do some letters. And I'm going to be doing my big cubes. Okay, let's see what they have to say as well. All right. Oh, wait. You know what? Hold on a second. Should I do two separate or should I do one hole for each whole pile? One hole for each whole pile? Okay, yeah. So one hole for each whole pile. After the end of the career, we're going to be pulling the letters, angel number, and the big cubes. Okay, so 1 second. Be right back. All right, hello, and we are back. And definitely, if you didn't watch the finance portion of this, which is the first one, I'm supposed to do career first and then finances, but for whatever reason, I pulled the finance one out first. But anyway, but there's some things that coincide with the finance spread. All right. What's the same in all piles is going to be the timing and location where this could be at. All right. So one of the for timing we have blood moon, spring, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. The dates of 320 through 619 can be significant. We got chance encounter, spring equinox, and not yet, but very soon. And on the back of the card for timing, we have so far, but yet so close. And confirmations. Oh, I'm sorry, not and timing. Yeah, so timing, so far, but yet so close. And then where we have Northwest, cabin, and local. And the back of that, we had Midwest. Okay. It honestly, it looks, when I'm looking at this desk or this layout here, you have somebody who's trying to like start shit with you. Like this person's like cuckoo. We have narcissist and we have natural exorcist. Somebody could be in need of an exorcism, like the way they are acting. They copycat you to make their dark deeds look like yours. But what I'm also getting with this, like, they can also be trying to do shit to make it look like you're fucking up, okay? But they could also be trying to take your work and make it look like they're the ones that are doing it so they can get the praise. Because we got Seraphim here, and then we have the Emperor, okay? The Seraphim are like engulfed. I think they say they're engulfed in flames, and they fly around the God's throne, praising Him for all His glory and stuff like that. So I feel like that's where that's kind of coming in. And you and Tuvity know this, like with Divine Twin here and High Priestess. No matter what this person tries to do, it doesn't look like it's going to work because it's going to because you could be, since you could be this emperor, right? You could be the one that's in this chair, and they know that it's you that's doing all these great things, so they're praising you. You could be somebody who takes action, like you get it done. And promotion is in order. You're humble. Somebody can be a southerner, or this could be happening in the south. You can be dealing with an Aquarius, an Aries, Gemini, Scorpio. Something could be happening in the wintertime. And then we also got, please read the fine print. Don't just sign. Okay, because over in finances, because career and finances can also coincide with each other in the sense of somebody fucking around with your paychecks, right? So somebody might be asking you to sign something, and this could also go with inheritance too. You might be signing something that's allowing someone to take something from you. So make sure you read the fine print. Don't just sign. Again, we got siblings, thoughts, communications, interests, neighbors. Siblings and neighbors were coming out in the financial spread too. Somebody could be doing, like with the finances part, somebody could be doing something to you behind the scenes to make it look like you're incompetent, like you can't take care of yourself. I could be talking to somebody who has a Ophiuchus in their chart, or has a stellium. Ophiuchus is also considered the gatekeeper. So with as the gatekeeper, it's just whatever you have going on, like this is set in stone for you. Start being creative, creating some type of channel. When I was reading for finances was also coming out. Originality, sudden changes, electricity, eccentricity. Yeah, definitely watch finance part. So with eccentricity, that's also giving me somebody who's not really all there. Like they got a couple screws loose, if you will. Like they're not completely wackadoodle, but they can still think for themselves, and if they shake their head about it, you can hear a little rattling, but not too much. Doesn't sound like a freaking junk trunk. But yeah, so but whether it's creativity or an actual job, they know that you're the awesome sauce. You're the one that makes everything happen. They praise you for your hard work. They give credit where credit's due, and whoever this narcissistic, crazy copycat is not going to get away with it. Something about detoxing. If you plan on getting a new job and it calls for a piss test, definitely start detoxing as soon as possible. Where it says taking action, it's like literally pointing to the detox card. So definitely do the detox. You could also need to detox this energy right out of your energy. You know, like this negative energy out of your energy. So then with Cosmic Lamp, okay, there it is. We all have dark areas of ourselves that we need to work on. Time to reflect on yours. What are the traits that you can change in order to access more of your higher truth? How can you be more open? Have some life events that you saw as a negative at the time be a gift in the long run. Take another look at the story you tell yourself about your life and see how you can shed light on the past dark events or situations and see anew, more positive truth in them. Find the gift in darkness and light up your future. Remember what I said, like even if you didn't have that great of a past, like they're kind of using it as against you to like be in a way, say, like, oh well, they can't take care of themselves. They can't be trusted with this, yada yada yada. Alright, so then we have Lamb's Island. Oh, that was confirmation. You are going through a mystical transformation at the moment, so go with your instincts, like I did when I bought my island. Cosmic energy enters the body through the mind, so be aware of any transcendent states where you feel a strong union or connection to something bigger than yourself. Keep your mind calm and focused. You may feel drawn to spend time in certain places that have pure, powerful flowing energy. Stay connected and in the flow. Okay, we got Spiral Galaxy. This card's showing you that it's time in your life of growth, expansion, and renewal. Order is emerging from chaos as reflected in the Spiral Galaxy. Don't drag your feet and resist the change that's necessary for you to develop. Stagnancy is like giving a life in death. The one consistency we all can rely on in life is change. You have been treading water. Perhaps you've been hesitant and unsure of making changes in your life for fear of making a mistake. Be assured that there is no right or wrong. Whatever decision you make, it's about the journey, not the destination. And growth will ensue from this change. This card is encouraging you to just go for it. Definitely watch the finance portion. Alright, so then we have Herein Lives Wisdom. Listen, retreat, trust your intuition. This one always has very long.
Mommy?
Okay, he just wanted my phone. So, but yeah, they just want you to listen, retreat, and trust your intuition. I mean, that basically was talking the same thing in the finance portion. These violent delights, number 28. They got such long stories. I'm just gonna read little bits of it. Such long stories, and I got so many to go through. We're already at 40 minutes. Well, nearly 40 minutes anyway. We're at 28. See through the drama and games. Yeah. So whoever I'm talking to has an idea. I mean, like, if you had an inkling, say like you're very new to the fact that you have an intuition and you're starting to use it more, you have a knowing that something's going on behind the scenes. This is confirmation to that. However, I wouldn't sit there and just go around getting into people's faces and being like, oh, well, you did this, you did that, da 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 da, without proof. You know, an inner knowing and actually having proof is different. A lot of the times in the 3D realm, you have to have physical proof to have something stick. So a lot of the times, that's when you kind of have to like give it a God, let the universe take care of it. Keep doing what you're doing. Um, like I said, you can just detox that energy away from you, just like rebuke it. But just know that as long as you stay in that right path mode, then you're going to stay protected. You're going to get your just desserts. Nothing that this narcissistic demon is going to do that's going to make that change, okay? No matter what, you would be, even if you were to leave that job because it was just too toxic, you are going to find another one. That's the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper is always going to open up another door for you. And then we have 30. A vision full of majesty. Answer the call. Take devotional action. That's clarifying this. And say that you are waiting for a phone call from another job that you have lined up. That's where that other door is going to open. Like, answer that call, because obviously this isn't working. This is just too much bullshit. You know what I mean? You deserve better. And this other job that's calling you back could probably pay you more, and that's the promotion that's in order. Like, you work so hard, they're not giving you it could also be a boss, you know what I mean? It could be your actual boss. It could be somebody who's not giving you your just desserts, and it's just like, it's okay. There's another way. Here's another place you can go for employment, and it's going to respect the hours that you need, and it's going to give you more pay. You know, something like, but it could be both of those or one of those things. It could be the same amount of pay, but they're willing to work with you for your hours. Like, say if you have children and you can only work a certain amount of hours because childcare is just so freaking expensive. You need to take action, though. You can't just, like, when it comes to karma, yeah, give it to God. But when it comes to trying to get yourself, like, okay, so like, God can give you an opportunity. But it's going to be up to you of whether or not you take that opportunity. Because you can sit there and be like, well, God, why don't you? I want another job, da da da. But it's like, well, I gave you 3 different opportunities and you refused them all. I'm going to give you another one, but you're going to have to take that. Or you could start working from home, like having a side gig. Like, say, when I was talking about channeling as well, if you go into finances, you could need to make up your own YouTube channel or do a TikTok. Or I'm not on TikTok. I don't do TikTok. But like, you can do something like that along those lines. Whatever it is, it's going to be divinely guided to you, and it's just for you. It's your protection. But again, you need to take action. I can only do so much. Alright, so number 8, Chiron. I don't know why am I passing it? There we go. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Healing must take place before you are able to deal with their matter. Chiron is not a planet but a comet with a unique orbit that travels through the entire zodiac over approximately 51 years. It has a relationship with the Virgo and Sagittarius signs. It lords over matters of health, illness, and disease, and especially how to relate to your personal journey through life. Pretty much what we're talking about here. This card turns up when this card turns up in a reading, it is indicated health matters or that issues of medical nature may be of concern. This matter may have to do with health concerns, but most especially any emotional healing interactions with health facilities or any place. Why am I having issues reading this thing? Okay, here we go. I gotta use my finger now. I'm getting old. Most especially any emotional healing that is needed. At this time, you may find yourself visiting or having interactions with health facilities or any place that is due with the healing of body, mind, or spirit. Remember when it says somebody's not really all there in the, upstairs? There's somebody who's not really all there upstairs. I don't know what makes them think they can do something that's unwarranted. Like, there's no warrant for this. And this doesn't, like, since we're talking about career, we need to put this in the sense of career. You could be in the health industry. This doesn't necessarily mean that you have a health concern. You could actually work in a hospital. You know? And in finances, we have something about forged signature. So you might be careful where it says copycat. They copycat you to make their direct deeds look like yours. Somebody could be signing off on prescriptions or something along those lines in your name, forging your signature. It could also be something along those lines. But you have an intuitive nudge about this. There's a way to catch this person. There is definitely a way to catch this person. Because this card also deals with Saturn, and Saturn is about karma. And there's also the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is also a sign of a different perspective. You got to see something in a different way. Whether it's like with the cards here, or maybe even a camera. Maybe there's a camera that kind of sees somebody doing something they're not supposed to when it was around the time that you weren't even in the building. So it's like, how can you have signed off on this if you weren't even in the building that day or even at that time? So how could you have signed off and sent this in if you weren't there? It could be something along those lines. Well, you got to put it where it needs to go, because, like I said, this doesn't necessarily have to be about health, because whoever you're dealing with is not right. Oh, the other one that we got to do is to provoker. Remember, provoker. Somebody's poking the damn bear, and they're gonna find out real quick. Confirmation. There was my chime went off. That you're not the one to fuck with. Your spirit team was just like, no, I don't think so. Okay, Grand Cross Provoker. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. The Grand Cross is an area of tension in a chart, thus becoming a great catalyst for movement and change. See, again, with the chart, I'm getting like, you know how people have health charts on their bed, or what? How, I don't know. I'm thinking like back in the day when they actually have like a one of those. They have the little clip to hold the clipboards, and they have everything you have on wrong with you on it. So somebody could have, like, the fact that it says movement and change, somebody could have changed health charts on patients and tried to blame you. This could also be for any type, like, say if you're in management and you were putting something together that required your signature or something like that, and somebody decided to forge your signature and fuck it up to make it look like you did it, so that way you can take the fall. So it's like, especially if they're trying to help out a friend to get more money. That's why, oh, friend came out in finances. Somebody could be helping a friend to get more money, and they're using your, like, say, like, not even a forced signature. It could be like an identification number, something that you use to get into a computer or something, and they're using your information to make it look like you're the one that's logging in and changing things around. There's a lot of confirmations for this read. Banging, like the chime is going off. My phone was going off. Freaking neighbors are banging around next door. So yeah, all right. So now what we're gonna do is put these away, and then I'm going to pull out some letters, roll the big dice thingy, and get you guys an angel number. All right. So be right back. All right. So wrong paper. All right. So also, on the back of the cards for the ET Oracle, this one, the little space one. On the back of the deck, when I pulled your cards for that, we got Prayer Mudra. This card is a reminder that you are more powerful than you think when it comes to transforming energy into the world of form. So recognize your power and your worth and manifest what you want into your life. Think carefully about what and whom you wish to attract and draw in at this time, as you are highly receptive to others as well as to connecting to a higher force. Be honest and clear when expressing your needs, and your ET guides will hear and help you. Okay. And with the Mob Oracle, we have fit number 15, Love, Lend Me Wings. With that, I'm getting more like, kind of like, man, Jesus, take the wheel. It's like, Lord, give me strength. It's like love, lend me wings. Like, give me wings to, like, give me the strength to love these people for they not know what they do type deal. But honestly, they knew what they were doing. If they went to those lengths, they knew what they were doing. That's why they're going to try and plead insanity, and it ain't going to work. Then we got Black Moon, and which is crazy because we also got the Black Moon on that one actually came out. It's called Black Moon Lilith Mystery number 12. In revenge and in love, woman is more barbaric than man is. Hell no rat than a woman scorn. So I might be talking to a woman. This might be referring to a woman dealing with something like this. It is a time to be careful. Think of what might manifest over anger, bitterness, or revenge. Remember what I said. Don't go screaming over to that person and just, calling them out on their shit without actual freaking proof, because they're going to make it look like you're the crazy one. Alright, Black Moon Lilith represents soul expansion and cosmical awareness, the force and aloneness in the path of the individual. She is a dark goddess, ghost to the moon. As a shift in power and consciousness, she symbolizes destruction before creation. So something's going to come to an abrupt, like, screeching end, like if somebody was, like, screeching on the tires to stop and they just, like, crash anyway. It's going to be like that, but you're just going to be, it's kind of like watching those people who are walking along the street and some major car accident happens and it misses them by, like, that much. And they're just walking like, whoo, oh, yeah. Thank God. Cars. Oh, thank you, universe. So something along those lines. Sometimes you just have to give it to God and let them handle it. But you should always confirmation. But you should always defend yourself when you have the. If you got the proof, honey, take it to the. I would just take it straight to HR. I would go straight to HR because you can't. Sometimes you can't even trust the people above that person. They might be in on it. Because for when I got on the finances, I got bus. So there's like a group of people in on something. And with Freemasons, those could be high-ranking people. So that was all in the finances. So you might want to look into both of those if you haven't. All right, so now we're just going to get your angel number real quick, and then I'm going to kind of read off what I got for dates and numbers. Where are we? 47. The divine is looking through your eyes. Let it enjoy the view. Okay, number 47, and 4 plus 7 is 11. We're going to, okay, so the months that could be involved with this, or when this could happen, because we got spring out here: April, March, Jan, February, August. The dates: April 7th, February 8th, January 9th, March 8th, January 27th, January 8th, January 28th, January 19th, January 30th, January 2nd, and January 5th, August 27th, August 1st, August 28th, August 19th, and August 30th. Numbers, and these could also be ages: 47, 27, 8, 1, 28, 30, 19, 38, 15, and 12. The signs that we got are Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, and Sag. On the back of the confirmations deck, where it had all the pictures that I drew on it, the back of that one said liar. So there's somebody who's lying about, whenever it says some type of copycat is literally lying on you, trying to make it seem like you're the one doing it. And then attributes and career at the bottom of that, it says, you shine bright. You are the unwavering light in darkness. I mean, I don't know what more to tell you on that one. And then we're going to go, they want me to pull a little bit of charms for you real quick. Somebody can be a gardener or a florist. We got another pastry, so bakery. Somebody could work at a school or work with children or special needs children. We got Saturn out here. Somebody could work in science, or karma's coming in heavy. Somebody can be looked at as very classy. Got a bear. Somebody could work at a department store, grocery store, a school. Heart, that's giving me cardiologist. Again, it could be a doctor. You don't have to be an actual cardiologist. I'm getting kind of like two peas in a pod here. There's two people that are like having each other's back on something. Got a lot of rainbows here. Got 4. Somebody can have 4 kids. Somebody can be at a job for 4 years or more. Or up to 4 years. Somebody can be somewhere for as little as almost 2 years. And within those 2 years, like, you just been phenomenal, and then you got that one little raggedy ass person that wants to take your shit. Think of that, karma's not going to touch them. Whatever this is, it's going to be transformative. It's going to be in a good way. So I'm going to have twins, twin boys. Somebody could have done something several times before, like even between 2 or 4 times. And with this, with the pearl and then the gold and diamonds, something could be something along of property, like jewelry. Somebody could work at a jewelry store. Somebody could wear pearls, pearl earrings, pearl necklace, pearl bracelet. Or they have a shirt that has pearls attached. I'm seeing a shirt that has pearls sewed onto it. They don't have to be real pearls. They could just be fake. Or because somebody could be fake. Somebody could be false, like fake gold, false pearls. Somebody could just look amazing, but is a fake. Somebody could be false. Forger, yeah, forging. Like somebody could be forging, like I say, signatures. Fake gold, fool's gold, fool's gold. That's what it was. Fool's gold. Somebody's a fool, thinking that like they're just gonna get away with this, get away with the money, thinking that nothing's gonna happen. But we got Saturn here for karma. Okay. A Fucus came out again. Mercury. Oh no, that's Pluto. Sorry, Pluto. There's Mercury. That's funny how I was thinking Mercury. We got money. With money being on the yellow, so somebody thought they had a good idea to get money to create some type of fixed stability. They were going to create some type of change. Somebody probably did it out of their emotions, like, ego. And they created some type of change in the form of money for, fixed income. They thought, oh my God, they thought this was a solid plan. And they're trying to control it. So like I got a card that said like when you asked about the inheritance, they lied. So they were controlling their emotions. I'm pretty sure, again, here it is again, controlling the emotions. Somebody was trying to control something heavy. They were trying to control emotions, somebody's way of thinking, somebody's stability, financial stability. We got the number 8. That's equal, so that's a minus. 6, 8, 22, and 16. So somebody, there's a shift. Like there's a shift in energy. Yeah, there's a shift in energy. And then escape. We got Cancer, Taurus, Sag, and Aries. So yeah, we definitely got negative. Somebody's definitely in the negative here. But again, Cancer came out heavy this time. Aries, Sag, and Taurus. Taurus is all about stability and finances. It sounds like somebody's also trying to control the narrative. Somebody created some type of change, thinking that it was a good idea in the form of money, and they're trying to have major control over emotional control, financial control, and just like the way people think. Like say if somebody goes to a higher up to let them know like something's going on, this person came to interrogate that person or have a meeting with that person, and that person was just kind of manipulating them, controlling their emotions with their manipulative um, manipulative thoughts. With mutable, with adaptable, I get somebody who can just like be a chameleon. So creative, manipulative, change and stability, or change of control and thought in the way somebody's thinking. So we got 6, 8, 16, and 22. Somebody could be in their 20s. Somebody could have a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 16-year-old. Somebody could be at the job for this long amount of time, and kudos to you. It could be 6 months, 8 months, 16 months, 22 months. But there is definitely a shift, and not just, I'm also getting a shift in not just energy, but like allies. Somebody could be learning the truth about somebody, and then like somebody got communication about something, and it was just, yeah, my lines changed, so now they're trying to escape out of something. Trying to get out of something anyway. And that's where that insanity plea can come in. Like, I didn't know what was going on. What do you mean? Blah, 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 blah. Got money again. Someone's in their emotions about money. Maybe they're scared. Got fire. Emotional change when it comes to money. Maybe somebody's deciding, oh, it's not worth it. Manny. Aunt Anthony. Coercion. Somebody was coerced. Few. Philly. Philadelphia. BM. Like a baby mama. Brian. Peter. Getting student, pupil. Lucy. Al. Allie. Alvin. Pubert. We got Saturn here again. Sandy. We do have twins out here. Somebody could be a twin. Somebody can have twins. Anne. Annie. Remy. Isabel. Gabby. Los. Carlos. Barbara. Mark. Paul. Somebody could be tan. Somebody could wear wigs. Fake eyelashes. Siblings. Luna. Lamb. Somebody can have lambs or sheep. Goats. Somebody could drink beer. Stung, sting, bee. Somebody can own bees or just been recently stung, or if you ever get stung, this is a confirmation on that. We got Wendy, Winnie, Belle, Bella, Coffee, somebody could sing, Rocky, somebody could like the movies, Bulma, Mulan, somebody could be Asian, somebody could have the name Mulan, or just Mulan could be significant. Libby, Lenny, Ben, Benny, Flan. Isn't there a dessert, flan, or something like that? Somebody can make those. Again, we got bakery here. We got Bean. Somebody could be named Bean, or somebody has something named Bean. We got tiptoe. Somebody's tiptoeing on eggshells. Somebody's a fiend. Plum. Wheat. Sam. Sammy. Sandy. Did I say Sandy? I don't know. Sally. Mel. Mindy. Melinda. Alan. Alvin. I think that's it. Brock. Alpine. I don't know why I'm getting Alpine. Rebecca. Timmy. Sorry. I love South Park. Oh, we got South Park out here. Somebody could like South Park. Somebody whose name could be Stan. We got Stan out here. We got Cartman out here. Oh, there was Kenny. Kenny was in there too. Kenny was the one you could barely understand. And we got Erica. Somebody could like to go to the lounge. We got a Leo. I see Leo, Aries, Sag, Infinity, Mary, Maria, Mario, Lewis, Lois. Got 50, 15, foggy. It could be foggy where you're at the moment. Annabelle. Ren. Pittsburgh. Melon. Maybe like somebody likes melons, watermelons. So, or somebody who just has some big melons because I also see big here. Georgia. Florida. New York. LA. We also got city out here, so it's gonna be city. Enemy, frenemy. Somebody's a friend, but actually an enemy. Okay. All right. So that's what I got for pile number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and see y'all on pile number 2. Let me know how this resonates. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Hello and welcome back to pile number 2. If you've chosen the Bumble Bee, busy little Minecraft Bumble Bee, you have chosen pile number 2. So this is career. I'm supposed to do career first and then finances. And apparently in pile 1 it got reversed. I don't know why, but apparently finances really wanted to come out in that one. So in this one, we have the timing. We also have where. We do have the back of the deck here as well, but I'm going to read that at the end of each career and finance read. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to get into getting like not just for this one, but like also the finance. So I'll go for career, finance, and then I'm going to pull some charms. I'm going to pull out my big cube ones, these guys, the angel number. And then I'm going to read off what I got for months, dates, number, signs, and the back of the cards. All right, so for finances, for timing, we have harvest moon, not yet, and then taking their time. And where we have switching mountain ranges. So it looks like somebody's going to be moving. The fact that we have astral travel here, for career, somebody could be moving jobs or just they move around a lot for work. So this job that you're taking is probably, like, say for example, you're going from the Appalachian Mountains to the Rocky Mountains, or the Rocky Mountains to Appalachian Mountains, or the Himalayan Mountains to, I don't really know any other mountain ranges over there, but yeah, you know what I mean. Or you could go from the Rocky Mountain ranges to the Himalayan mountain range. You all need to put it where it needs to go. But again, with mountain ranges, it literally gives you a whole range of area to work with. All right. For somebody, this could be somebody that you're working with. You might be working with a player or somebody who's in player energy. They may you might actually have some type of connection with this person. You might get a little, shy and just go like hee 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 around them, like all giggly, like a little schoolgirl, like a lovesick puppy or something around this person. This person could be an Aquarius. This person could be a Libra, an Aries. That's what I got right there. For the cards that I see out right here, this could be you, this could be them. We got Aquarius, Aries, and Libra. Somebody could be an Earth star, so I'm guessing the person who's not in player energy is an Earth star, because the player energy, well, a player energy will usually just give you a bunch of breadcrumbing love bombs, like not really keeping promises. Oh yeah, players love to not take accountability or responsibility for anything. For example, somebody could be dating there could be somebody who doesn't like to be alone. and has a problem with being alone. So say they're in a relationship, right? And they're in a job that moves around a lot. They might prefer to have an open relationship. They may end up breaking up with that person so that way when they go move, because they don't have any control of their extremities, like, oh, well, sex is an impulse. We have needs. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I would never want to be with somebody who has no control over themselves. You don't have control over your impulses. You really let your impulses control you that much. Really. No, thank you. No, thank you. You can go then. Okay. Take care then. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye then. So, somebody could ride a motorcycle, have a motorcycle, use a motorcycle to travel with. This could be you or them. Um, yeah, somebody could definitely be in, like, listen, like, I'm moving around a lot, so, and it's not fair. If you are in a situation where you move around a lot for work, because I personally will not date somebody who travels for work, and it's because a lot of the time they don't have, just like the situation here, they don't have control of their impulses. If I can go for nearly 4 fucking years, and you tell me you can't go a whole fucking week, that's a problem. You have a problem. You are a problem, sir, ma'am. Right. Anyway, um, we also have like the monad. Monad is like the chosen one, the leader. We also got the Earth Star. So somebody who's a player might be trying to do this to a chosen one, an Earth Star, an Earth Angel, a Star. Say somebody who's chosen, and that's not good because you got Libra out here because like karma's going to balance this shit out. With high flying, somebody could somebody could be military because what I get with traveling, that's also military. Somebody could be a pilot. I'm getting skydiving. We have, they don't want you to be successful, but you will keep going. We also have spiritual activation. We have Mars, guard of war, which is also Aries and Scorpio. Auspicious, occasions, strength, aggression, anger. We also got first class. Somebody probably likes to travel first class or business class. They probably don't like to be in coach. Or somebody is very classy. Like they're not the type of person to be like, yeah, I'm not lowering my standards for shit. Like you can go do you boo boos, but I won't be part of it. Don't call me when you get back, okay? Keep that same energy. Somebody could be a frat boy. Somebody's watching and waiting. So with spiritual activation and watching and waiting, somebody could do what I'm doing here, and that person could be watching and waiting for them, or watching them and then waiting for their moment to be able to come back into your life. Or you're the spiritual guide who can use these cards to watch to see what somebody else is doing and see whether or not you can shoot your shot again. You can do that as well. That was a chime that went off. Somebody could be the black sheep of the family. Also, write a book that's you. This could be for somebody who wants to write, or just, and not even just writing. It could be anything. Like you can paint something that is you. You know what I mean? Like you can even do self-portrait if you want to. But like doing something that's going to help transmute this energy. Because, somebody who likes to sit here and play yo-yo with you, that causes mental health issues. That causes anxiety. That causes whether or not you feel, worthy enough. And I hate it when people sit there and say, well, that just means that you got to work on yourself. I'm like, that just sounds like you don't want to take accountability for your bullshit actions. This person can feel however they're feeling because you put them in that area. You put them in that seat because you made them feel a specific way and then took it all back. And now you want to sit here and be like, oh, well, that just sounds like, no, you need to take accountability, sir, ma'am. Take responsibility for what you did. Stop it, okay? Because you're especially if you're doing this to a chosen one, nay. And if you're a chosen one doing this, oh my goodness. If you're a chosen one doing this shit to people, no. Like, that's abuse. You know what you're doing and you're doing it on purpose, yeah, you're going to get hit hard with karma, buddy. Okay, because like I said, when it comes to this stuff, you got to put it where it needs to go. So this is career. So this could be happening in somebody's work life or career. So something you do for work or something at work is causing this problem. We also have success here. So whatever you're doing is going to be successful. Keep your appointments. So if you make any type of appointments, whether it's for yourself regarding your health or like say you're job hunting, or say you do what I do and you do readings for like personal readings. You got to make sure you keep your appointments. You can't be lazy about it. If you need to take some time for you, you got to you got to put that in your work schedule. We got in front of me here. Somebody could be a I think, did we get sleeping with the enemy down here somewhere? Could have someone that saw sleeping with the enemy somewhere. No. I could have sworn I saw sleeping with the enemy. Anyway, but somebody is definitely a hard worker. Somebody could have mental health issues. Whoever this player person is probably has mental health issues and has fear of abandonment, so that's why they break it off before they can have somebody break it off with them first. There could be a master manifester here, whether it's you or them. Something about hidden cameras. I don't know what this is going. But we also got Evil Witch. Okay, we got a couple different storylines here. Your new coworker wants you fired. Jealousy, envy. This kind of sounds like with pile number 1. This kind of sounds like pile number 1 a little bit. They love to cook and enjoy the outdoors. Remember, so somebody could be a cook, a chef. Somebody could like go camping. Like, what do you call it? Like go camping and grill when you go camping and stuff like that. Somebody could do this for work, like as a career thing on YouTube. You have those people, those bushcraft guys. They could do something like that. Remember to be kind and smile is just enough to brighten someone's day or even reveal your haters. Either way, you win. Okay, we also got a step sibling involved. Please people like a fiddle. That's the player energy that's going on over here. When it comes to, they don't want you to be successful, but you will keep going. This could be regards to people watching other, YouTubers or whatever content you create online, and they're just a bunch of haters. They just don't like to see anybody win. But it's just going to hit the fan for them. They could be an evil witch. This could be literally or just figuratively. Somebody could have an arrest record. Somebody could be arrested for doing something. We also got a card down here that says don't do it. It's not worth it. If I'm speaking to somebody who is in player energy, it's not worth it. The karma that you will get will not be worth it. With the motorcycle here, it couldn't just be a motorcycle. It could be a car. You can have a car accident or something go wrong with your vehicle or transportation to the point that it's going to be costly. It's going to cost a lot of money. You can start to lose following, depending on what you've done. You can lose following. Shit is hit the fan. So false positive. So with the karmic twin and the false positive there, that just kind of giving me, like you might think this person's your twin. I mean, or a soulmate. But you got to keep in mind, there's like a few different types of soulmates and twins and stuff. You got the catalyst, you got the platonic. Like somebody could be your soulmate, but not be romantically attracted in any way, shape, or form. This is just like your ride or die friend. You know what I mean? It's like that movie, The Town, where Ben Affleck went in and said, like, listen, I need you and a couple people in our car, and we were going to go down and hurt a bunch of people, and you can't ask me any questions about it. And he's all like, so whose car are we going to take? like, it's something like that. That could be something that's platonic, like somebody you know you can call that's going to have your back. Like, I'm not condoning this, but this is the type of person that you know you can call if you need to hide a body type deal. I'm not condoning. I'm just giving you an example of that platonic energy. This is somebody you know, got your back, you know, is going to give you advice if you need advice, and is not going to sugarcoat shit. They're going to let you know what you need to know, not what you want to know or what you want to hear. And your energy balances out karmic justice. So like I said, if somebody's doing this shit to you, it's like, it's this Earth star, this chosen, or, you know, this chosen shy, like, oh my goodness, Earth star is gonna, like, they don't know it, but their energy does it for them. They don't even have to do shit. It just does it for them. And somebody can get arrested for doing something. We also have a step sibling out here. You could be a step sibling. Somebody you're dealing with could be a step sibling or have step siblings. Somebody can pretend to be your friend. With goat out here, I'm also getting Capricorn. That fire sign is a legend. Like I said, if you're the shit at work, you know, your new coworker wants you fired, jealous, envy. You could be like really, really good at what you do, and they're just like, yeah, no, we need to get rid of this bitch. And it makes them mad. Like, they're just jealous. That's that front of me. They smile on your face the whole time. They want to take your place. All right. For astral traveler, right here. The world is bigger than you realize, so it's good to start exploring all that is out there. This card is a prompt to shed your old skin and start viewing the world with new eyes, unencumbered by baggage from your past. Oh, okay. Unencumbered by baggage from your past. Okay. I was trying to look at that word to see how I can pronounce it. Take this chance to set aside old experiences that could be holding you back from embracing new perspectives and fresh wisdom. Unclip those wings and leave behind anything that's ruffling your feathers and soar in the freedom of a new horizon. Then we got Hawk. For a while now, you have held a secret dream that is time to birth into reality. That could be the book. In the past, you have been hesitant about voicing this dream out loud. Instead, you have kept it close and shielded in your heart. But there is nothing stopping you from going after your dreams. Trust that support is around you, both in material and spiritual realms, to help you manifest them. Know what your goal is within your sights. So fly high like the hawk, and if your energy flags, trust that the wind will carry you onward. Simply rest in this gentle stream until you can fly higher once more. Alright, now we've got 22. The spirits riseth. So again, I could be talking to somebody who has intuitive abilities. And where are we at? Okay. Fear nothing. Do you know why magicians summon demons and the dead? I will tell you a secret. It is not for the reasons they often profess. It is because there is a great power in becoming the master of one's fears. We got the Master Manifestor out here too. So if this isn't like, say you're moving, right? And it's a scary change. Like, this move is literally going to take you away from your support system. Okay? Your friends, your family, everything you ever known. This doesn't even have to be career at the moment. This is going to be going to school so you can get a career. Okay? And you're going from one side of the continent to the other side of the continent. You know what I mean? Like the Rockies to the Appalachians and vice versa. That could be what's going on. And it could be scary. You know what I mean? But they're telling you to master those Channel it into some writing if you want, or any type of artistic. Maybe it doesn't even have to be books or anything. Like you can play guitar, you can play the drums, the keyboard. Just do something that's going to help you channel that energy instead of holding it inside and letting it eat you alive. Like this stuff doesn't even have to be something you share with the world. Could be just, I mean, that thing just chimed off. It can be, and it could be a big success because we got success out here. But you can also use this to help just you. Like you can just use it just for you, and it will help you in your success with all your future endeavors. You know what I mean? This could be something like you come home with a stressful day. You can just start, I don't know, DJing, remixing, and beatboxing about how this bitch pissed you off today. You know what I mean? Or you can draw a self-portrait of this person and make them look all crazy and stuff like that, and it'll just make you laugh, and it'll get that energy out. Just like, and it's in a healthy way that's not going to get you arrested. Okay? And it's not going to cause you a whole bunch of mental health issues that you're going to be required to make sure you keep appointments for. Okay? I don't know what's going on with this hidden cameras thing. You might want to be careful with cameras. Somebody could be hacking cameras and watching you through cameras. Or say you have a coworker who's like dick writing you, right? Say you have a manager who dick writes you, and they're just watching you through the camera, seeing everything you do, and seeing if there's any way to make it look like you're incompetent and you can't do your job, and that, they're just going to get you kicked out, like fired or some shit. But again, you don't have to be a fire sign. It could be any sign, but somebody can see you as a fucking legend, and they know that there's no way that you would, like, yeah, you can make a mistake, but it's not warranted enough to, like, get you fired. Okay, then we got number 43. No, come on. Raging fire of fever. Channel your passion. Dude, we were literally just talking about that. My passion is the fire that illuminates your world. Ground that passion now. Hold it. Keep it burning steadily by allowing it to flow through the earth, your body, and the present moment. I'm not reading the whole thing. There's like 2 pages, and I got a lot to do. Anyway. All right, so that's it for that one. We're going to go on to these guys here. These are more astrological cards. These are more oracle. This is astrological. So we got 12. I almost went to that one. There's one above it. Black. Ooh. 1 and 2. Piles 1 and 2 are definitely coinciding with each other because this was the back of the deck for pile number 1. So you might want to watch pile number 1. Black Moon Lilith Mystery. In revenge and in love, woman is more barbaric than man is. Hell no wrath like a woman scorned. So like I said, if this is a male player energy, whether it's somebody who is a chosen one or not, okay? Because somebody can descend. Even if they're ascending, they can also fall back. It's like if you're playing a game, right? And you pick a card that tells, like, you go forward a few spaces and it tells you to go back like 5. So you went forward 3, but now you got to go back to where you started, but also back another 2. So that could be the issue. If somebody is in that player energy and they do this, they can fall back. So they're going to have to balance out their energy, and that's where the Libra comes in. But if it's the other way around, where it's a player doing this to an Earth star, a chosen one, yeah, don't, dude. It is time to be careful. Think of what might manifest over anger, bitterness, or revenge. What you have worked so hard for may collapse. Remember I said if somebody's building a platform and is doing really well, and they do some bullshit like this, they might lose following, they might get flagged a lot, they might get a lot more trolling than usual. It may not even be that. It may be something outside of that that ends up affecting it because you can't afford to keep up with your internet bill, or you can't keep up with your phone bill, or whatever situation. Okay, and then we also have 45. All the way back here. Okay. Part of fortune, increase. Fortune favors the brave. In early mythology, Fortuna was the daughter of Jupiter, the god of good luck. She is the Roman goddess of destiny and bounty. Her name is Latin and Fere and means she who brings forth. Let me see. Since part of the fortune mostly means gifts, you may want to take another area of study or master another art form. You are more creative and in tune with your imagination as well as your emotions. This card also means that benefits will suddenly be placed in your path. Since fortune is fate, it will very well seem as if you've just stumbled onto them. Disagreements are implorable, but if they happen, you will likely take the high road. Okay, then we got number 42. South Node, life's debts. Karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. Now we got that master manifestor there. So if you're thinking only in the negative, and like where it says false positive, which means negative, you will, and you're a master manifestor, you're just going to create more negative shit for your life, whether it's in career, finance, health, romance, wherever. It's going to be like, it all depends on where the divine thinks you're going to get hit hard the heaviest, like get hit hardest. So if you know that's your wallet, be careful not to do it, because like I said, if it's romance, you might not find the right romance. You might actually just get one karmic twin after another, you know? Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and pause, because that's what I got for your career portion. I'm gonna go ahead and pause and lay out, I'm going to put this stuff back, but I'm going to be laying out the finance portion for you guys, okay? Be right back. Hello, and welcome back to pile number 2 for the finances. Again, this is the Bumble Bee, pile number 2, and we're on finances. So, what I'm getting, and I asked to clarify, because I'm reading all this, and I got this in reverse. So I asked if does it need to remain in reverse, and it said yes. And I'm like, so the Jezebel or whoever, like, because it looks like we have a karmic couple here, a Jezebel woman and a very greedy man. Okay, who might be a low down low. Okay. This woman could be a fire sign because we got anger underneath. Somebody could be a water sign as well because sadness is blue and blue is water. So when I asked about obsessions, I'm like, so you're telling me somebody, like, this obsession card, when it's in reverse for this clarification, is an overly obsessed Jezebel or couple? And it said yes. So whoever you are dealing with, this is in finances. So whoever you're dealing with, I said when at the career, I was like, I could have sworn I saw sleeping with the enemy somewhere. And it was for the finances. I knew it was for this pile. I was like, I could have sworn I saw it, and boom, there it is. It's right there. So that coincides for sure. But there is something about a karmic couple, whether it's male, male, female, female, or a female, male. They are overly obsessed. Somebody could be a low down low. This could be the guy. This Jezebel could actually be trainee. You got to put it where it needs to go. But it's looking like they're not okay. So they're not happy that for something that you're creating, and it's going to cause you to give you a lot of money because big fortune is on this way. So something with your career is going to give you a lot of money, and it's going to piss this biatch off. Like this guy's going to be sad, but this chick here is going to be mad as all hell. These people are obsessed with you. With the fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sag. You also have the water sign for sadness, so that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But don't worry, you got courage on your side. So no matter what they do, you can always brave through it. This guy probably didn't know that he was sleeping with the enemy, or vice versa. They took money and property that was left to you in a will. The feds know. So it doesn't even have to be an actual will. They could just taken money, they've taken property, or they could taken both, and they could probably have taken this out of a will. It all depends. You need to put it where it needs to go. We got the dragon here. Dragon is also Aries, so we got Aries again. The year or dates are in the 1900s. We have 28, 40, 52, 64, 76, 88. The 2000s, we have 2000 on the dot, 2012, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. These could be ages. This could be the actual years when something has happened, like somebody passed away, one of those years, or when they stole it, it could be one of those years. Or they're planning on taking something in the future. So definitely, I would definitely make sure you secure everything that you got, because they're going to try, because if they are hacking your devices, okay, because this happened with me and I ended up having to get a PFA on my ex because he wanted to put a tracking device on my car and also hack my phone. Like, literally had people who worked with me hack my shit, okay? And I'm pretty sure they're still doing that, because as soon as my shit started doing so much better, I started having some funky issues, like when not just finances, but just like career and everything. Like, I started having issues. I noticed that I was getting bumped off everything. I started noticing things were trying to charge my card for things that I did not ask, like try to buy or anything like that. So yeah, I would suggest to secure everything you got, especially if this is somebody that you have to co-parent with. We got Fable Fibber. Somebody probably tells a lot of lies. Like I said, sleeping with the enemy. Somebody's probably not being told the truth and probably went along with anything that they decided that they wanted to do to you, the collective, to be able to get either A, revenge, or steal some type of money and or property from you. Somebody can see you as inspirational. Somebody can be younger. We got youngest. Somebody can be younger than you. Somebody can be the youngest in the family. With gratitude here, so, like, you could just be very grateful for what you have. Like, you're a star guide. I think in the career one we got Earth Star. So somebody here is definitely like a chosen one. That's 12th house. We have Pisces and Aquarius. And then with 11th house, groups, friends. And remember I said, like, this was a group of people that dealt with me with and technology here, bro. Okay. Groups, friends, social awareness, technology, hopes, wishes, future, and humanitarianism. Okay. And with gang member here, 1 second. Okay. So with gang member here, somebody could be a gang member, or this could be just a gang of people, like gang stalking in a sense. The letters I, J, K, L, and Y and Z could be significant, first, middle, last initials, or this just could be clarification of something that you do. Or somebody could just come to you and be like, oh, we were just kidding around. We didn't mean nothing by it. Like this, they are only apologizing for financial gain. They're not sincere. So they can see you starting to take off in life, and they might be trying to come back around and be like, oh, hey, how's it going? You know, we should really, really try to make things work and blah, 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 blah. And they're only doing this because big fortune is on the way. And I also got closed off here. So I feel like, and it's funny how this is like, yeah, no. Like somebody's like, oh, we're so sorry. And you're like, close the door. No. It's more, but I am getting more of like the Golden Girls when Dorothy opened the door and that guy was there. And he's like, hey, Dorothy. And then she just slams the door in his face. It's like, no. Just, no. But we also got violation here, and it was almost hidden, right? So probably somebody's trying to hide some type of violation they made, done, or did to you, whether it's hacking, stealing, or stalking. Just something is going to be illuminated. Okay. Oh, also for the timing for finances, we have Harvest Moon, not yet, and taking their time. I want. Okay, I'm back. All right, so we got your two oracles, and then this is astrology, and then we're gonna go into charms, the cubes, and then the letters, and an angel number. All right, so for comet, potential change. You all right? Yes, I need. Okay. Do you need a Kleenex? No, I'm fine. Okay. All right, so comets. The comet on this card is a messenger coming to you from afar, bringing a burst of powerful energy to tell you that change is coming into your life for the better. While its arrival signals the death of something old, which is probably this bullshit, maybe the end of a relationship, a job, or an outworn way of thinking, it also means that birth of something new. And remember, we also get switching mountain ranges, so whatever you're doing might require you to move, or, and I'm just getting this now, or something will not go off until you do move. And that chime, my chime just went off again when I said that. Even though there is likely to be a period of adjustment and feeling unsettled, I don't know if I said it during this one or career, but there's something that it's going to be scary, but it's okay because your guides got you. Just give it to, just don't hold on to that fear. Give it to the universe. You know? And the reason why I say a lot of the times the universe is because there are people out there who don't just worship God, they worship other things. And I believe in what you want to believe in to be true to you. You know what I mean? Like if it makes you a better person, what's the problem? As long as you're not doing just good for yourself, but also unto others, then what's the problem? Don't be afraid to reflect on any past mistakes or shortcomings at this stage. It's a time to take stock and adjust the positive change. Embracing change will lead to spiritual growth and further new opportunities. This is also clarifying a few things in the career. All right, so cosmic egg birth. Okay, this could actually literally mean a birth of a child, and this child can be doing something in its life where you as a parent, as long as you nurture not just the child, but what they are, what their strengths are, and just not their weakness. Like get them to know their weaknesses. The only way you can become stronger is knowing and understanding your weaknesses. And, you know, you can't always get rid of your weaknesses. And a lot of the times your weaknesses will still be there. Okay? You just need to navigate and adapt to what you know and understand, like, okay, if I go down this path of work, I will have hay fever until I die because I am allergic to everything that is in this building. Or I can go down this path. It could be something as simple as that. Okay. So this card is a sign that change is coming, but are you ready to birth a new you? If you have suffered a series of endings recently, there are signs that you need to forge ahead in a new direction in order to be reborn. But will you go with the flow or struggle against it? You can always cut through it. I'm like reading this and I'm pausing because I'm thinking of a rip current, right? When it comes to rip currents, you can't really go with the flow with the rip current because that motherfucker's just going to take you so far out into open waters where all the sharks and stuff, and you're just going to be treading water forever and you can just drown. Okay? And then there's fighting against the current, and that's just going to tire your ass out and you're going to drown anyway. But if you know how to navigate the rip current by swimming through it, not with it or against it, but through it, eventually you will get out of that rip current and you'll be able to swim to shore. You will find an easier path. So you may have to go through something that's a little rough and, you know, hard to deal with, but you're going to get through it. That's why I'm like reading that. I'm like, you know, you could just cut through it, right? I'm not saying cut corners, okay? Because depending on what you do may require you to actually go into deeper waters before you can actually come to shore. Okay, so know your path, because like I said, when it comes to like restaurants, you can't cut corners. Those are health concerns. Okay, you have to do, like, if that means that you have to fork over 50 grand for a brand new fridge because your door won't close anymore to seal the stuff inside, then you're going to have to, you know, take that L. Okay? Because if not, you can sit there and be like, oh, you know, well, we could just cut corners. And then the health inspector comes by, sees that, and then you're closed down and you're out of business until you can finally fix the fucking problem. And guess what? You're going to be losing way more money than you should. Where was I? Okay. Change often brings turbulence and unsettling emotions, so prepare yourself to ride the storm with as much grace as you can, and you will come out unscathed. Fight, on the other hand, and you will be in for a choppy ride. The choice is yours. Okay. Now we're going to go into the Queen Mob, number 44. Follow darkness like a dream. Master your fear and explore your shadow. I think I was getting that for the darkness is sacred. The night holds beautiful secrets. There is a unique healing quality to the cool light of the moon. You know, when I'm reading this, I'm getting that scene from 8 Mile where Eminem Rabbit goes to the rap battle for the final time, and his friend says like, yo, what are you going to do? Aren't you afraid of what he's going to say? And he's like, what do you mean? And he starts going off about all the bad things that are about him. So he ends up talking about it first, giving him his enemy, his rival, nothing to go on because he's already said it. So like, say if you write a book about all the things you've done in your life and how you've came to accept it, learn from it, and grow from it, they can't do anything to you. What are they going to do? It's already been said. You know? They can't do anything. That's probably what's going to piss them off too. Can't say they can't do shit about it now. Alrighty. So number 34. 10th house, the world. The desire for fame tempts even noble minds. Okay. If you looked at career, it was talking about a player, right? So say somebody was actually not in player energy before, but then they got like internet famous. Kind of reminds me of that dude that was like Al Pacino, and then he looked very much like he was really good at what he did. He was good at impersonations and shit like that. But that like fame just turned him into a freaking psycho, and got very possessive and jealous over his wife or whatever. And when they divorced, he found out that she had some guy over her house. I mean, they're divorced, and he went over there and basically shot them both. So it hopefully it's not that extreme. I don't put that energy. I don't wish that upon anybody. However, what I'm saying is that like somebody could rose to fame and got into like some player mentality and is now reaping dealing with the repercussions. So the desire for fame tempts even noble minds. Fame in the world at large. In the 10th house, which is the top of the zodiac, embodies the masculine principle and represents the father or a primary male influence, or at least a very powerful, influential man. It can also represent the man in a woman's life. Because the 10th house opposes the 4th house, it can sometimes represent the woman or the mother in your life. But mostly the 10th house stands for reputation and standing. That literally is giving me that whole scene in 8 Mile again. This is an ambitious card. It's about owning the world and being on top of the world. It is the ultimate card to have when you need to be confident in what you are doing and to go for what you want and nothing less. Also, say if you are writing a book, you can always change names to respect privacy of others, but it's your story. It's your version of what, it's not just your version. Like usually when you do this type of stuff, you should just be telling the truth. And that's, because if you end up lying in there and they are able to catch you on that, that's not going to make them angry. That's actually going to make them pretty freaking happy. And then we have 35. 11th house, friends. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. I was getting in front of me before. So you might think of this person as if this might be a friend. This could be a friend that when people go into get famous or whatever, and you got people who get jealous, and then they want to sit here and start, they could start talking a bunch of shit. Somebody could be talking gossiply, like on down low, like they could be gossiping about you on the down low, like you don't know about it, like this is what they're saying, and they just are, now they're just friends with you because of money. You could have heard about this, found out about it, and now they're just trying to apologize, but it's just for financial gain. It's not sincere. Because at the end of the day, like, this could even be a spouse, like somebody you're in a relationship with. You could be in a relationship with somebody who is in player energy, who is upset, who's like, what do you call it? An opportunist. They could be an opportunist who knows big fortune for you is on the way, so now they want to stay around and try and collect off of you. Okay, number 40. Water element sensing. Your intellect may be confused, but your emotions will never lie to you. That's what I was also saying on the career portion of this. That somebody could be, love bombing and breadcrumbing you, confusing you, gaslighting you, and something along those lines. But let matters flow. In astrology, the element of water represents our emotions and our talents of imagination. Water characterizes the realm of vision, taking us into quintessential. For some reason, I was able to say it when I'm not looking at it. Anyway, depths of feeling where intuition is more appropriate than acquired wisdom and knowledge. We get carried away on water. We have feelings or floating or being adrift over water. When looking at the shimmering surfaces of water, we cannot see to the bottom. Well, that depends on where you're at. Some waters are crystal clear. Anyway, we know and sense what is there. Deep things, too obtuse, and they have teeth. I will stand on the shore, thank you. I love the water, but it's not that I'm afraid of the water, it's the fact of what's in the water. Okay? You can't sit here and tell me, oh, that's irrational fear. No, it's not. No, it's not. You seen Jaws? I've seen Jaws. That shit happens. I watched, Shark Week. No, I'm good. That's their world. I don't belong in it. If I did, I'd have gills, I'd have a fin. I'm okay. I will sit here on the shore. The last time I was on a boat, I made sure I knew which way land was. Because that's the direction my ass was going to be swimming. And as long as I am in a group, or at least swim faster than the person next to me, or something like this. I knew which way land was. So if I had to swim, I knew which direction to go. If I'm going to be on a boat, I'm going to know exactly where land is. I'm not going to take my eyes off of it. So here's 40. When the water element card presents itself in a spread, you can trust that what you feel is as the best course to follow. What you are sensing right now may not be based on any logic. It's just what you know you are sensing is correct. Right now, it's best to go with the flow, and depending upon the cards surrounding it, to trust the movement, although these changes may seem gentle and gradual. Good time to, look, this is a good time to imagine, write, paint, play, or create anything since water is the element of imagination. Yep. Okay. We went over that. So signs, we said Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. With money here, you could have Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have Aquarius, Pisces, Aquarius again. Aries. Okay, and then we're gonna get into your what the backs of the decks were. Pull out some charms, and then the cubes and some letters. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, so now for months, I got January, February, March, and April. Dates, January 2nd, January 4th, February 2nd, March 4th, March 5th, April 2nd, April 3rd, and April 4th. The numbers are 43, 22, 42, 45, 12, 14, 44, 40, 35, 34, 15, and 48. For the back of the ET Oracle, we have Hell, letting go of judgment. This card is a reminder that only real hell is created in your own mind from your own limiting beliefs. For example, if you find that you're judging others a lot, then it's a reminder to start being a kinder friend to yourself, so that you can then look on others with more compassion too. Be mindful of the difference between self-criticism and self-awareness. The first is destructive, leading to paralysis and stagnation, while the second is constructive, about knowing yourself, gently picking yourself up when you fall, brushing yourself down, and doing better next time. The back of the coin mob was 15, love, lend me wings. Let love carry you. Love indeed has lent you wings. Those wings can carry you swiftly to new worlds. And dizzying heights. I didn't even read that last part. Dizzying heights, mountains. Somebody could be a mountain climber. So why do you feel uneasy? Because in your heart of hearts, you know that flying too high can be dangerous. Your wings are delicate, and the desired outcome of your daring errands cannot be guaranteed. And yet, of course, you must fly. What is this love that has lent you such wings? It could be a child, a sweetheart, a discipline or craft, or a glorious vision of your future. You know you must find a way to actualize. Whatever it is, you have cause to celebrate. Okay, and then the back of the deck for astrology, we have void. No. Yod. Yod? Number 48. What's Yod? Is that Yod? Y-O-D? I think it's Y-O-D. 49. Yod. Destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. The ancients believed that Yod was an area of fate in the chart, and not a particularly favorable one. Also called the Eye of God or the Finger of God. The Yod is a peculiar astrological configuration in the chart. It is a triangle formed by two planets 60 degrees apart, while both of the 150 degrees from a third planet. Okay, we're not going to read that whole thing. Are we just going to talk about what that is, or are you going to tell me what the card does? Aha. When the Yod card presents itself in a reading, it means that the situation may be chaotic or may soon turn that way. It will be hard to see any clear path because of this chaos. It's like that riptide. But it will be important to weather through it all. This is not always bad because it is a process of finding that what works and what isn't functioning. And now will be the time to be scaling things down and weeding out what is unnecessary. Okay. I don't know how or if it is, but for some reason, when I'm reading this last part where it says weeding out what is necessary, I am getting the Nick Reiner hearing that I did just recently, the newest one. I did a confirmation to let you guys know that everything I called out in that read was accurate. And then there was the one I did right before the hearing posted anything about it, anything about what happened. So you got that. I don't know if that coincides for that, but for whatever reason, when I saw weeding out, I instantly thought of that hearing. Okay. So now when it comes to the back of the cards are the ones that we just went over that were laid out here. For the back of where, because we have switching mountain ranges, we also have neighboring state at the bottom of the date. Okay? For the bottom of the deck, for timing, which is also Harvest Moon, not yet, and taking their time. We also have next few months. For the bottom of the confirmations, we have Taurus, so you could also be dealing with the Taurus. And at the bottom of the career and attributes deck, it says contact a lawyer. Yeah. So when it comes to signs, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Sag, Scorpio. This could be their sun, moon, rising, or it could be highly aspected within their birth chart. I'll get you an angel number here real quick. 280. Release negative self-talk by reflecting on what it keeps you safe from pursuing. Again, release negative self-talk by reflecting on what it keeps you safe from pursuing. Angel number 280. All right, so we got for these. Somebody could work in construction. Somebody could have bad teeth, or somebody could work with teeth because we got teeth with the cavities in it. We got the gravel. Like I said, somebody could work in construction, or somebody can have a gravel. Something gravel, whether it's a path you walk, a driveway, or you know how some people have gardens that have gravel in it. It could be like that. Again, we have, I think, construction though, because we do have the tire here with the tracks on it. I have another tire that's smooth, but this one with the treads, it's giving me something that goes over terrain. Got rainbow. Somebody could be a rainbow baby. Somebody could like mushrooms or do mushrooms, like shrooms. Sun, Leo, maybe. Somebody could be a rainbow baby. Or somebody could like the rainbows. We have a star. Somebody could be seen as a star. Or they are a star. Somebody could, we got both blue out here. Somebody could have boys, 2 boys. We got a strawberry, summertime, summer's around the corner. Somebody's very unique, rare. I'm getting that song by Selena Gomez, Rare. Okay, so with this butterfly, the fact, even though this one's bigger than this one, you can see right through it, right? It's clear. You can see right through it. So somebody might look big and beautiful in somebody's eyes, but you can see right through them. They're full of shit. You know what I mean? There's no real sustenance there. Or this could be talking about, the delicate wings that you have that are translucent or whatnot. But with this more, I'm getting like there's somebody that is bigger than what they think they are, but you can see right through it. Whereas this one, even though it's small, has a bunch of beautiful details in it. You can see the details. What you see is what you get. With this, you can see it being anything. You know what I mean? It's not really. It's going to be whatever is in its way at the moment. So it's not being authentic. If that makes any sense. Again, somebody, like I said, somebody could have bad teeth or need to get their teeth fixed or have an appointment to get their teeth fixed. Somebody could be a dentist or work with teeth. Somebody could definitely like strawberries. It could be anything strawberry. Whether it could be like strawberry chapstick, lip gloss. This could be actual strawberries, strawberry drink, strawberry shampoo. And strawberries are are ripe in the summertime. So something soon. And what was it? The next few months? Yeah, next few months is the summertime right now, because we're about to be in. Next month is going to be summer solstice. So something's going to happen within the next few months. This could be taking place in the next few months. Lilith, Pisces, Aries, Mercury. Somebody has a change of an idea. Moon. 2. 2, 8, 19, 14, 28, 10, 9, 10 again. That's 10, 10. And then you also got 5. Someone's moving up. Somebody has an idea for money. They could have a couple changing ideas when it comes to a change of money to fix it. Like there might be a change there somewhere. So somebody looks like they want to have control over someone's emotions, passions, careers, and finances. Then we got create. With this, I'm getting moving up, moving forward, and moving up in life. Some type of emotion, or some type of a change. We got Gemini out. Woo! Hello. We got Gemini on the side looking at me. So there's some type of communication. So Gemini is very heavy. We got Gemini down here too. But a change in communication. There's like changes in communication regarding a change in finances. And it's making somebody emotional. That's what I'm getting. Because Gemini is communication. We got Mercury out here too, and that's communication. We got dark Lilith. We got Lilith, and then we got the moon. So there's the dark side of the moon, right? So somebody is in the shadows, doing shit. There's high communications working on in the shadows. There's many communication or a change in communication. Like somebody might be like, hey, this person's on the up and up, and their finances have changed. It's stable. They still have a stable passion. They have a stable they're emotionally mature. They emotionally mature. Like their stability is, yeah. So there's heavy talk, and a change of money, maybe somebody's mindset on money, and it's giving them a change in finances, and it's creating they have control of their passions, they have control of their emotions, and they have control of their own finances. So it looks like somebody has control of their life, but it's creating, I'm getting an upheaval. So this is creating upset. Somebody could be 28, somebody could be 19, somebody could be 14, or have a 14-year-old, have a 2-year-old, have an 8-year-old, 10-year-old. With 10-10, somebody can have 2 twins that are 10, or something could have happened when your twins were 10. Also with 10-10 here, I'm also getting 11. 11 could be significant, whether it's like in years or months, days, weeks. And with the and symbol, this is and. And when it's like this and like I'm getting, you can go with this or you can go with that. This and that. So like two, yeah, like two people are involved. It could be two fire signs. Or this could be like 8 air signs, 14 red signs, 5, because we got bus somewhere in here before. So it could be a plethora of people. Or like you can also use this as like anger, like somebody, you got a group of people mad. They're in an uproar. They're upset that how dare you do better for yourself. We wanted you in complete. We wanted you to go backwards and go down in life. How dare you go up and go forward and move on? Like the fuck. Sounds like somebody needs to go on medication. All right. We got 5, 12, 9. Again, money. Somebody's passion is bringing in the money. We got Libra. Scales could be balancing out. We also got Taurus. Again, that's finances. Fixed emotions. So again, somebody has control over the emotions, or somebody's upset, but they need to have control of their emotions. So like, because this shit is hidden, they can't show that to you. They can show you that that you're upset, that they're upset that things are going well for you. All right. Cease, like a cease and desist. Sydney. Daisy. Sid. Spy. Somebody could be spying on you, like pocket watching. Tiny. Pepsi. Pepsi and cola. Ted. Jay. Payday. Something about payday. They watch when you get paid. Peas in a pod. Infinite. I don't know why I'm getting daycare center. I'm seeing daycare and stuff, but I'm also hearing daycare center. Divine feminine. City. C. Fan. Fans. Jet. Jed. Jedi. Somebody could be a Star Wars fan. Somebody could be a fascist. Somebody could be into fashion. Carrie. Casey. Pete. I'm getting PETA, but I get Pete too. DC. District of Columbia. Savannah. tea. Somebody could drink a lot of tea. Or somebody needs to drink tea. Tipsy. Somebody could drink. Early education. Physical education. Part-time, full-time. Etsy. Somebody could be itchy. Popeyes. My son just went doo doo. We got pints. Pint size. Tops.
Oh no, it works.
Icy.
Oh no, please.
I got DTF, itchy and DTF. Take it as you will. I got easy, somebody's easy. Jess. Jax or Jackson. Fonda. Jane. Sage. Stacy. Scott. David. We got jealousy out here. Envy. Toy. Tactful. Cat. Fact. PNC. I'm getting like the bank. Ties. Fat. Jenny. Denny's. Somebody could be in PJs. Shit, I'm in PJs. Cops. Copycat. Okay. And that's all I got. Alright, guys. So that's it for pile number 2. We're going to get into I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 and maybe even a part 3. So, because we're only got 30 minutes till the 3-hour mark. And I don't want to start on something for it to just cut off. So, I'm probably going to end part 1 here with piles 1 and 2. And then we will get back into read, okay? I'll see you guys later. Thank you for sticking through for piles 1 and 2. And if that's all you pick, then I'll see you on the next one. If not, I'll see you on one of the other piles, okay? For 3, 4, and 5, all right? Like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. Bye. See you on the next one.